church, I was preaching, and the 69th precinct, they have officers downstairs in my church to make sure that we don't get robbed anymore. The lady, I think her name now is Tasha, I don't know her last name, and another young lady came into my church, and one of my ministers told them that you cannot record. You can't record. And they began to make a scene. So I told them, let them record. They began recording, and she began to outburst and to cause a big disturbance in my church. So I said, come on over here. Now on the side is where I have people line up for prayer. So she came up over here, not to the pulpit. Everybody keeps saying that I invite her in the pulpit. You have to be a minister to be in the pulpit in my church. So she came on the side, and she began to yell at me. She began to cuss me out and say whatever she wanted to say. I let her say what she wanted to say, and I'm going to be posting more video because you guys didn't see the video inside of the church, so you'll be able to see everything. So she came over, she cussed me out, called me all type of names. I said, all right, me and my church started to pray. And I said, now you have to go. You have to get out. You have to go. What you guys don't see on camera is that she started to walk back to leave, and then she spit back around. And she came back after my wife and my daughter. So I have my wife and my daughter, who's 10 months old, sitting there, and she came and said, and now you're a liar, going towards my wife. And that's when you see her walk in front of me, going at my wife and my daughter, and I grabbed her. Everybody's saying that I choked her. How can you choke somebody from behind? I don't understand it. I never wrapped my arms around her neck. I have no fingernails, so they say that I scratched her. I don't have any fingernails. I never have fingernails. You can see I don't have fingernails. So I grabbed her from behind, by her shirt, from behind, and by her shoulder. And I escorted her out. And I'm going to be posting this video. I'm going to post a video. And actually, if you look on the blogger, there are two bloggers, Larry Reed and King Jive. All right, these two bloggers, they're nobody, but they're trying to get publicity off of me. They were the ones that sent these people here. So once again, Bishop Whitehead was set up. We are coming off of the eve of me being robbed by three gunmen. Okay, that's the eve that we're coming off of. Three gunmen came and robbed myself, my wife, and my church. And the gunmen put a gun in my 8-month-old baby's face. Okay? And that's the only thing that I can remember. This lady had a bag under her arm, and she was going after my wife. And I grabbed her. And I took her out. I pushed her out, and I have the video. And the police officers saw the video. All the police officers saw the video that was there. I spoke to Chief Badry. I spoke to Inspector Stevenson. I spoke to the captain, which is the inspector of district, Amadullah. I spoke to him. He was at a wedding. I went through all of the chain of command to make sure that this lady was arrested. I went through all of the chain of command to make sure that they had the proper information to arrest this young lady. Both of them. Nobody arrested them. They told me that the detectives was coming. Okay? The detective came. Her name was Detective Francois. And I'm filing a complaint against her. Because she was the one that gave the order to illegally arrest me. She didn't ask me no questions. She didn't ask the victim. She didn't ask my church no questions. She came on the scene. She had a conversation with the police officers, and she turned around and said, "Arrest her." Now, let's go back. My minister, once these ladies started to disturb my church, my ministers went downstairs to the offices, and they were sleeping. Okay, they were sleeping. She went downstairs. They were sleeping. And she said, come upstairs, there's a problem. Okay? And the problem was going on. And when I pushed the lady outside of the door, the officers was coming upstairs, and they went right in their hands. However, if they wasn't sleeping, then they would have been able to understand what's going on. I just also posted on my page the women that created this disturbance to show the world that this was all premeditated. It All premeditated. And what they say was, they spoke to the NYPD and they asked them, are you protecting Bishop Whitehead? And they laughed and said no. They said no. But if you're the NYPD and they're asking you questions about me and I was just robbed, wouldn't you do some investigation on it? And I specifically spoke to the police officers before I went upstairs and told them, okay, you guys, make sure you come up and do your rounds. They never did a round. They never did anything. The same police that was there to protect me was the ones that arrested me. I have knots on my arms because of the handcuffs, and I felt like my father. I felt they was taking my rights away, and to be honest with you, I really didn't care about anything at this point, because like I told the police officer, I said, I advocate for you guys. I advocate for you guys. I bring the community together with you guys, and I say, let's trust the NYPD. But now how can I say, let me trust you, let the community trust you if I don't trust you? So they arrested me for nothing. For nothing. I didn't hit nobody, which I could have to defend my family. You charged at my wife and my 10-month-old baby. And how am I arrested? So Miss Francois, Detective Francois, came on the scene and ordered my arrest without having no conversation with me or anything. And I was detained, and I was put right here in the the 69th precinct, where I was thrown in a cage with another felon. Okay, so I was treated like a criminal. So I went from the pulpit to the cell for no reason. The New York Police Department failed me and failed my church. They failed me and failed my church. They were supposed to protect me, and they arrested me. If I was a priest, if I was a Caucasian priest, it would have never happened. If I was a rabbi, it would have never happened. And that's why I came with my baseball hat on and my Philly sweater. So therefore, I am, and I understand I don't look like a bishop, and I understand I don't look like a pastor, but I am. I don't look like a doctor, but I have my doctor. 2 doctors. So at the end of the day, why do I have to change my style in order to get respect? I believe, and I'm going to do another live later on, I believe that the NYPD do not believe that I was robbed. I believe that they feel that I set this whole robbery up. And I've heard this from the NYPD, and I'm not going to say any names. What's going around in the NYPD is Bishop Whitehead set this robbery up. They staged it. So now, why would they respect me in my church if they feel that I'm a criminal? I'm a black man, so automatically I'm a criminal, right? So going through the NYPD, and it's verified, they believe that I set it up. So until they see, I guess, these criminals that when they get caught and they see that they're arrested and I have nothing to do with it and I'm a victim, then I want my apology. Because the NYPD, the media have set up, a platform to believe that I'm not a victim, I'm a villain. Because I'm African American. I want to have a conversation with the commissioner. I'm not talking to nobody else. I want to have a conversation with the commissioner. And everybody knows that Mayor Adams is my mentor. Y'all done scared him away. I haven't spoken to him. The media scared him away. I haven't spoken to him at all. The governor, I haven't spoken to her. Nobody has called me. But I guarantee you if I was a rabbi, I guarantee you if I was a priest, and I guarantee you if there was some gang violence, that's when they called me. That's when they all called me. That's when all of the politicians called me. Hey, Bishop Whitehead, I know you have relationships with the street. How can you help us? So everybody want to use me and abuse me, but yet I go from the pulpit to the prison cell because I had to protect my family. And then they come and say, Bishop, we're sorry. All the charges are void, and we're letting you out. After my shoestrings are out, after my belt is out, after the process of me being hooked has already been done, you're going to say I'm sorry? What was the reason for arresting me? You were supposed to protect me. So the reason why I'm having this press conference is for my family, for my friends, and for the world to understand that the NYPD has made a grave mistake. And they're going to respect Bishop Lamar Whitehead. I don't care if they don't like me. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. But you're going to have to respect me. And there was untold amount of community affairs officers who I respect. Called me and asked me and apologized on the behalf of the NYPD because they know my work. They know what I do. And I want my name to be known in a great way, not a criminal way. And I want the media to stop criminalizing me, right? You guys put what you want to put in the media. You say that I was convicted of identity theft. True. Scheme to defraud. True. All of that. Well, let's talk about how Suffolk County, the one that convicted me, the DA, Spoda, had to resign because he was under federal indictment. Why? Because he was manipulating paperwork and manipulating witnesses. And my search warrant and my case were all manipulated. And we're going through the process with that. Why don't we give that story? Why don't we give the story, Bishop, let's see this paperwork that you have. So I can show you the search warrant that don't even have a judge name. It just has a stamp of the judge name that they used to execute. Let's talk about how they went all the way to Jersey, put stuff from my house in a garbage bag, put it in a truck illegally, and brought it back and tried me on it because I'm a black man. But all the I want to meet with the powers. Don't ask me to do anything community until y'all meet with me. And I'm going to keep pushing this because y'all illegally detained me because I'm a black man. That's the only reason why they did it. That's the only reason why they did it. There's no other reason why they did it. I did nothing wrong. How do I call the police and the police that I call arrest me? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And at the end of the day, they brought back memories of how they killed my father, and to see my babies, to see the church, my church babies, look and cry because they was arresting their pastor for nothing. They can't get those memories out of their head no more. So what is the NYPD gonna do now? What is the NYPD gonna do now? Everybody wanna come and try to put lawsuits on the bishop because of my name right now. Frivolous lawsuit. The media talks about how I stole something from a parishioner. She was never a parishioner and I didn't steal anything. That's why the first part of it was dismissed. And if y'all do your research, you'll see that my attorney has already filed the entire thing to be dismissed. So that's the legal piece to that. But the media perpetrates me as a villain. I took from an old lady. I did this. I did that. Those are all lies. And I want the world to understand who Bishop Whitehead is. I'm a young black man that first loved the Lord. And I love my community. And if you ask all of these young men, all these young men, what have I done? You can go throughout Brooklyn, throughout New York City, talk to the community affairs, ask them.
Hey YouTube, my name is Eve the Weave. Please like, share, and subscribe. As you all know, the bishop definitely went live from the precinct, right? And he has been posting this video, and he has a whole statement. He says it's going to be on TMZ. He might be on TMZ. He's going to do a couple of lives, and he's going to break it down. But I've already broken it down, and it's getting ready to get crazy, YouTube. Because he put up a video of those young ladies. And we're going to go to the video right now.
Have a header. Guess what? You guessed it. He's here. He's here. The Rolls Royce is out here. Police is in front of it. I already asked the lovely officer that's over there, was they here to protect the bishop? He said no. They're just here. They're here to protect everyone. So they're not here specifically to protect the bishop. But yeah, the Bishop Rolls Royce is out here. And the G-Wagon. The infamous G-Wagon is here, you guys. Yeah. I told y'all, I'm really outside. I'm out here. Now, allegedly, this is the church, right? It doesn't have a header. Guess what? You guessed it, he's here. He's here.
Now, this is screenshots that Larry went in, well, not Larry, that Bishop Whitehead went and took. And it says, guess where I'm headed? And this is the screenshot of the live that he is talking about. And baby, who's that? Honey. Now, let's read the statement that he has on Instagram. I wanted everyone to see the setup. This is the footage that has now been erased, but we got it. This was a setup by these women to come into my church and disrupt the church. They were sent by these two bloggers. He @ Larry Reed Live and he @ King Live. That's why those two reported it first. He's right. Larry Reed did post it first. He has all the footages of everything that those women posted. And I found it to be strange. And I kept telling y'all last night, well, damn, why Larry Reed got all the exclusives? Why no other bloggers picked it up first? They picked it up hours after Larry posted it, right? Okay, let's keep going. That I have the lawsuit against them. He has a lawsuit. They are now related. I have more video of these women that set up this entire attack on my church. All you have to do is check this out. Who reported it first, and why do these two bloggers have so much unseen footage? I did say that. They have a lot more footage than everybody else, and I found that to be a red flag too. Then it says, who reported the footage first? The people have no life. They needed content, so they sent these two women on a mission. Stand with me today in front of the 69th precinct at noon. So he posted it. He did his live, and then he said sorry. He added the NYPD. He added NBC News. He added Channel 11 News. He added CBS, Fox 5, Channel 12, CNN, the Daily News, the New York Post, the New York Times, the Shade Room, Baller Alert, World Star, hashtag the setup, honey. He is not playing with these two women. He is not playing with these two men. He says it's a setup. And I'm sorry. People may not want to believe it because they feel like the bishop set itself up to be robbed months ago. And this is how this whole thing started. If you go back and look at my YouTube live, I talked about it. And then I went live again last night after I did the live and after I seen the footage that I didn't post. But I have it all on my channel. It's starting to look a little fishy. Like I said, Larry, you might want to go get you a new lawyer because Olga ain't going to fit the bill. And King Live, I don't know who you are. I may have been on your channel like in the bushes once or twice. I do remember the channel, but I don't remember everything about it. But let me just tell you this. Y'all better gear up because this is not going to be an easy win on both sides. This is about to get real ugly. And I don't know what's about to go on behind this. But it's about to go down. And I find it funny that Larry Weed, like I told y'all, Larry was the one that exposed the young lady's name that got attacked in the first place. And then I find it funny, now all of a sudden, he's going to go live with the same young lady after the fact. Now, people don't realize the young lady that the bishop grabbed up is the same young lady that got arrested yesterday. Everybody thought that the bishop got arrested by himself. But let me tell you something. If you live in New York City, you live anywhere around the world as a black person, especially a black man, they arrested the bishop and then they let him go. Think about that, YouTube. I want y'all to realize they let him go for a reason. One, remember when I kept saying, how did the cops get there so fast? If you go look at his live video, I'm going to post it in a few minutes and attach it to this one. If you look at it, he says that the cops was already on scene. In her own video, the cops is already on site before church even started. They blew themselves out the water trying to get clicks and views. The young lady in the video already says she's a blogger. As you can see, she said, I'm outside. I'm outside. I told y'all I'm outside. They was there for a mission. Yeah, y'all may think he set himself up in that robbery, but this right here, he didn't set this up, and he's not lying. Something is fishy about this whole situation, YouTube. YouTube is about to be a whole courthouse. Please bring in Judge Million, because I like her. She's from the People's Court. Bring all of them on. Bring them all on, because line them up. Let this be on TV for everybody to see it, because this is about to get real crazy. And more YouTubers is going to be in court before the ball drop in 2022 go out. More YouTubers is going to be in court being reported on. Instead of doing the reporting on the stars, they have become the story. My name is Eve the Weave. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'll hit y'all back later, YouTube. I gotta go. Bye.